Looking to dominate the EXP lane this season 36? In this video, we'll break down the strongest EXP lane heroes you should be using right now. Whether you're climbing solo or playing in a squad, these picks will help you control the lane and carry your team to victory. Let's start with Phoveus. He's one of the strongest counter picks in the EXP lane right now, especially against heroes who rely on mobility. In Season 36, the meta is filled with dash-heavy heroes like Joy, Suyu, and even some fighters with gap closers. And Phoveus eats them alive. His passive and ultimate allow him to punish enemies every time they dash, making it hard for them to engage or escape. He also has solid sustain thanks to his ultimate and cooldown resets. Even in team fights, Phoveus can dunk around non-stop, creating chaos and absorbing damage. Once he gets his core item like Dominance Ice or War Axe, he becomes a frontline menace who deals insane crowd controls. If you're tired of slippery opponents, Phoveus is your go-to EXP laner this season. Next up is Badang. This hero has been underrated for a while, but in the right hands, he's a real threat in the EXP lane. Badang's wall combo can make you not move in a couple of seconds, and even kill assassins with the right build. In Season 36, where dive and brawl comps are common, Badang thrives with his ability to stun and zone enemies. He dominates early with his second skill and knockback ability, especially against EXP lane matchups. Once you learn how to properly angle his second skill to trap enemies, you can set up easy kills for yourself or your team. Badang also shines in tight spaces during objectives or jungle fights. His ultimate can stun entire teams if they're grouped. If you want a fighter that's flashy, powerful, and meta, give Badang a shot this season. Let's talk about the new hero, Lukas. He's already becoming a top-tier pick in the EXP lane just weeks after release. Lukas has a great mix of mobility, sustain, and high damage. His skill combos allow him to stick to enemies, dash in and out of fights, and deal consistent damage. In Season 36, where early aggression is key, Lukas excels at bullying squishy laners and forcing enemy roams early. What makes him scary is how fast he can snowball. Once ahead, Lukas can constantly invade, pressure objectives, and rotate fast with his mobility. He also scales well into the late game thanks to his outplay potential. Whether you're an aggressive laner or a mechanical player who likes to make flashy moves, Lukas gives you that carry power from the EXP lane that few heroes can match. Now we have Gatotkaca, a tank fighter hybrid that's super popular this season. With the recent tank item buffs and changes to teamfight dynamics, Gatot fits perfectly into the meta. He's great at absorbing damage, peeling for your team, and still dishing out magic burst with his skills. In the EXP lane, he's a solid answer to physical fighters thanks to his passive and natural tankiness. His second skill gives him great lane sustain, and his ultimate is a game changer during skirmishes or full-on 5 vs 5s. He can instantly dive the backline, knock up multiple targets, and survive long enough to disrupt everything. Plus, he's not item-reliant early, meaning you can build defense right away and still have impact. If you want a beefy hero that can lead team fights and hold the front line, Gatotkaca is definitely a strong pick this season. Next up is Cici. She's one of the more unique EXP laners with a hybrid style that mixes mobility, DPS, and sustain. What makes her strong in Season 36 is her ability to kite and duel enemies over long trades. Cici's spinning basic attacks allow her to apply constant pressure in lane, and her passive lifesteal keeps her healthy in trades. Once she gets her core items like War Axe and Oracle, she becomes very hard to kill and can shred both tanks and squishies. She also excels in chasing down fleeing enemies, thanks to her movement speed boosts. Cici isn't your typical fighter. She plays more like a mobile skirmisher, which gives her a unique edge against traditional bruisers. If you like fast-paced, sustain-heavy fights and enjoy stylish kiting, Cici is a top-tier choice this season. Let's talk about Chou. This guy has always been a solid pick in any meta, but in Season 36, he's even more valuable in the EXP lane. His mobility, CC, and playmaking potential make him one of the best laners if you know how to use him. Chou can outplay almost anyone with well-timed Shunpo dodges and skill combos. He's great for peeling, engaging, and isolating key targets. What makes him strong this season is the rise of squishy mages and marksmen. He can easily flicker, plus kick them into your team. In lane, he has good sustain with Thunderbelt and can rotate fast to help other lanes. If you want a hero that rewards skill and timing, Chou is the perfect choice. Next up is Edith, the tank marksman hybrid. She's making a comeback in the EXP lane this Season 36. thanks to her versatility. Edith can play as a frontliner with defensive items or go semi-damage for more burst. In lane, she's super annoying. Her skill 1 pokes and clears waves quickly, and once she reaches level 4, her ult gives her insane range and DPS. She can punish melee laners early and scale into a strong mid-game teamfight threat. She's also tanky enough to absorb damage while dealing decent output from the backline. With the current meta favoring hybrid builds and fast teamfights, Edith is a very underrated but strong pick. Now let's talk about Hilda, the early game monster. She dominates the EXP lane with her aggression and mobility. In Season 36, where early lane pressure is super important, Hilda excels at zoning enemies, invading buffs, and disrupting the enemy jungle. Her passive gives her insane regen in bushes, allowing her to stay in lane or roam without going back. She can easily harass squishy laners and force them to play safe. Once she stacks her passive for the ultimate, she can burst down targets fast. Even in late game, she's tanky and annoying to deal with. If you like a bruiser who can bully from level 1 and roam freely, Hilda is perfect for you. Next on the list is Gloo, one of the most annoying and tankiest EXP laners this season. He's not flashy, but he gets the job done, especially in teamfights. In Season 36, Gloo shines because of the brawl-heavy meta. He can soak tons of damage while sticking to the enemy backline with his ult. Gloo's split mechanics make it hard to burst him down, and he can disable key targets by literally riding them during fights. He's great at peeling, zoning, and forcing enemies to build anti-regen early. Plus, his laning is strong. He can clear waves safely and slowly win lane by out-sustaining his opponents. If you want a tanky disruptor who thrives in long fights, Gloo is a solid pick. Lastly, we have Khaleed. He's a very balanced and reliable EXP laner this Season 36. His strong early game sustain with his healing skill makes him tough to poke out of lane. His skill 1 deals solid burst damage, and his mobility lets him chase or escape when needed. What makes Khaleed strong now is the meta favoring fast-paced fights and quick rotations. His ultimate is great for initiating and catching multiple enemies off guard, especially during objective fights. With items like Thunderbelt and defensive gear, Khaleed becomes hard to kill and dishes out consistent damage. If you like fighters that can brawl, heal, and play frontline, Khaleed is a strong all-around pick this season. And that wraps up our list of the best EXP lane heroes to use this Season 36. Whether you're into burst, sustain, or heavy frontline control, there's a hero here that fits your playstyle. Try them out, dominate your lane, and help your team secure the win. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss more MLBB content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.